It's an incredible honor, and I'm privileged to stand beside a very dear friend, colleague, role model, and mentor, Debbie Pine. It's a privilege and an honor. Thank you. I have followed in the most extraordinary, incredible footsteps of women in sport. Marion Lay, Brida Kopila, Erin Wilkins. Thank you for this nomination. It's an extraordinary honor. I was blessed as a very young girl to play, to participate and compete, and I had a number of different opportunities. I was given a pair of ballet shoes as a young girl that had my feet at the most contortionist angles. I had tap shoes that made noises that no one wanted to hear. I had skis and I had figure skates, and it wasn't until I found my true passion and sport became part of my DNA when I found my squash shoes and my tennis shoes. And the lessons I've learned on the court, in the locker room, off the court, and in the boardroom through sport, how to redefine success on my own terms, how to redefine failure that became a speed bump. You went through it, around it, under it, over it. You got up and you kept on going. And the values of sport, the focus, the determination, and commitment that I was able to take into my corporate life and into the meeting rooms and into the boardroom. And for that, I'm extremely, extremely grateful. Every single one of us in this room has a sister, a niece, a daughter, a granddaughter, a goddaughter, a young woman who plays, participates, competes in sport or physical activity. And every single person in this room has a voice. Every single person has a voice, and they have power and influence to ensure that every single one of those young women has the right to access to facilities, to medical resources, to coaching resources, has the right to have a voice that's heard and respected on the field, on the pitch, on the court, in the locker room, and in the boardroom. And every single one of those young women has the right to pay equity. And for that, I am very grateful that we are all here with a passion and a commitment, because we're able to provide those young women with the opportunity to live very healthy, active, fruitful lives and to create a very strong community where sport and physical activity is the essence and the fabric of that. So thank you. It's an extraordinary honor. And I pass my shoes over to you.
Thank you, Sue. I am deeply humbled and privileged to be gracing this stage tonight. When you hear of all the accomplishments of the medalists, it's amazing. You inspire me to continue the hard work, being an advocate for sport. So congratulations to all the medalists here tonight. I'd also like to thank Sport BC. I have served on the board a couple terms. I know what it takes to pull off this event. The hard work, Rob, Allison, Rochelle, the board, Blair, I see you up here. We need this. We need this celebration for sport. The athletes, you work hard. The credit is yours. You're dedicated, committed, and you do British Columbia proud. There is a special group here for me because I'm wearing two hats tonight. And those are the athletes for golf. So a shout out to Lauren, Shelley, Coop, who cannot be here tonight, Chris McDonald, who I had a chance to work with at Canada Summer Games, when we swept all gold, straight, everything, historic records. And then the UBC women's golf team. Congratulations. My shoes are a little bit different than Sue's. I started off as a young girl from, I'm gonna say RNA, because she said DNA, the double strand, and I know we don't wanna hear about RNA too much. We've already gone through that, but I come from a single strand, a single parent family. And yes, Scott, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling here on the moms. My mom was my role model. We had no money. I'm from a broken home. So these tickets tonight, they mean everything. It was a coach that gave me my first basketball that led me to the induction into a Sports Hall of Fame in my hometown. It was a coach that gave me my first softball glove that led me to playing in several national championships in softball. It was a coach that gave me my first field hockey stick so I could play varsity field hockey at university. And because my mom needed the help and I needed the help as a young girl. And so that, to me, were my steps. I'm glad to say today, I'm seeing a lot more support for girls and women in sport. We need it. And I'm gonna borrow a line from the Canadian women's soccer team. Enough is enough. And in my generation, it's enough is enough is enough. We have a lot to give. You here tonight, you're influencers. You're role models. You're the change agent to make it happen. Be bold, be courageous. Every day, because I work in sport, and I'll come back to my mom here because my mom just turned 80, and she keeps saying to me, "Now Debbie, what's your title again?" I'm like, "Mom, Managing Director of Player Development for Golf." And exactly what do you do? Because I think she always thought I was going to go into nursing and teaching, but that didn't happen. She's proud of me, regardless. I want to thank you again. This is such an honor. Thanks.